Griddle Master. Cooking up the good stuff.
Hey, Griddle Master Joe here, and I am happy to introduce to you a new top. We have a new style commercial, and all of our tops are being reinforced in a new manner, and I'm going to introduce that to you today, as well as show you how to go about seasoning, preparing the top, seasoning it, and what to do for your grill, whether it be a Bakers and Chefs, as I have here, or your other standard grill. As you see, we have the grates on. We're going to go ahead and remove all the grates, and we will set these off to the side. And the flame guards. There are flame guards that are here. We're going to remove those. Now, my grill is over a year old, and you can see how it looks inside. When you use a Griddle Master griddle top, I had turned my old grill. I turned it over, and some stuff had dripped when I took the old one out. So I was just wiping that off. But as you see, it's darn near brand new all inside. No rust happening, no corrosion happening, because nothing can touch where the flames come up. So let's go ahead and open up. This is how you will receive, how it looks when you receive your packaging from, whether it be FedEx or UPS. You're going to want a pair of scissors. It is double wrapped, meaning there's cardboard on the outside here, and there's cardboard inside this cardboard. So we're just going to unwind the first phase. And as you see, now that was protected. Now we gotta cut open this side. So our handy dandy scissors are here. And now we get to have, to see if I could just pull it out and not have to unwind it out. I'm as excited about this as you probably would be to get your first one in. This is the commercial version. As you can see, it has 3 reinforcements, and now we're reinforcing also the sides, the front and the front and back. So let me go ahead and put it in place. As you can see, it looks like it has chicken pox, so fits well. Has our 1.5 inches on each side. And as you can see right now, obviously it's not perfectly level, and they're not going to be, just because it's machine bent. So what happens is, after you use your griddle top for probably 10 times, the steel starts to have its memory, and it will settle down, and then it will get leveled, perfectly leveled. and sometimes when you start to heat it up, it might lift on one side or another. After about 10 times or so of using it, you'll find it'll stay good all the way across. So I'm going to take my top out back. I'm going to use the handy dandy Brillo pad, and I am going to wash both sides, and then we're going to bring it back and we're going to spray paint it with Rust-Oleum high heat. Have it right here. Rust-Oleum high heat, 2,000 degrees paint, not on the top side, not on this side, but on the underneath side. So that way it protects it from the rust. So I'm going to go out back now and use the hose and the Brillo pad and scrub this so to get all the machine oil. Because look, just as I do this, see, that's oil that's on here to help protect it from rusting. And if you do happen to get any that has some rust or whatnot, the Brillo pad will get that simple rust off when you receive it, because again, it's setting in a machine shop waiting to be custom made for you. All right, we'll be right back. Hey, Griddle Master Joe back. Okay, we have this washed, both sides with a Brillo pad, and dried thoroughly. So now all the machine oil is off. I used a piece of cardboard, and you could actually go bigger, but because I'm trying to film for you all, I just cut the cardboard thin, and I have a piece that I'm gonna walk around as I spray. So this is the Rust-Oleum 200 degrees spray paint. You'll make sure it's well shaken up. All right. So we just want to put a thick, a good coat on, as typical. Make sure you have a distance, and we're just going to go all the way around it. And here we're not going for any painting contests, so if there's runs, it's okay. All right, let's just go to town now. Okay, we're back. As you can see, we got most the areas, and we're gonna let it dry. And depends on your how long you want to let it dry. I think an hour is sufficient. But if you want to let it dry 24 hours, if you're not totally excited to get into your grill and start cooking on it, but remember, after it dries, we still have to season the top, and that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to let this dry a little bit. We're going to place it in the grill in about an hour or two, and we're going to start seasoning it. So this is Rust-Oleum. You see, I went on all edges all the way around. This is the underneath side. So this is the side we want to spray. That will help protect the steel from rusting on the outside. And then when we season it, the seasoning, the the olive oil that we coat on the inside of the griddle top, that's going to protect the inside from the weather. So you still have to do your due diligence after you're done cooking. You have to clean it off. You have to re-oil it up before you store it, before you close that lid down, before you flip the hatch over. You need to make sure you oil it up so you're protecting it from the weather. So we'll be back in an hour or so, and we'll start to season the top of the griddle. All right, Griddle Master Joe back with you. Yeah, I got paint on my hands. We're gonna go ahead and start to season it. Again, remember, there may be some warping as you use it. As it heats up, it may do a little lift. It may not. It all depends on the steel. And after about 10 times, it will totally settle. So don't be discouraged. Don't be disheartened. It's fine. It's just what the steel has to do, because we're not locking it down. It's just setting on top here. If we were able to lock it down, then right off the bat it'd be fine the whole time. What do we need to season the top? We're going to use olive oil, and we're going to use paper towels. Now I just take a few paper towels, a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to put a thin layer. Okay, don't put too much olive oil, because it's got to go really super thin. As thin as you can get it, that's how you want it. As thin as you can get it. And we want to do the edges as well. Anywhere you see shiny, we want it black. Go back over it, get any patches of oil, any thick. You may even want to just get another paper towel now, like I'm about to do. Just take it and go back over just real thin. As thin as you can get it, that's what you want. Now the more you season it, the less oil you're going to need, as you're going to see as we go. So I'm going to go ahead and crank the flame up now. Now when you start and you put one on at a time. And then you go down the line and you could hear them start lighting. So you turn one on. I had a customer that put all 8 on and then hit the ignite button. And she called me and her heart was still racing. Okay, so we have it on. And now we're gonna go to low. On all of them. Low. Okay, so if straight down is low, we're just coming off of it just a little bit. Remember, the bakers and chefs and most grills have a lot of BTU, and it is closed in. So that's why we have to allow this 1.5 inch, 2 inch on each side gap so that the heat can escape. And so this gets really hot really fast. So within and actually, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this for you. I'm going to go ahead and set on here, or I guess just somewhere in the middle here. I'm going to go ahead and just set that. It's a thermometer so we can see what temperature and how hot, how fast. But I know within 5 minutes, this thing will be at over 350 or right at 350 degrees on low. So that's a good cooking surface. So, all right, we're gonna speed the camera up and so you don't have to wait here all this time like I do. But we're going to see this start to turn black, and we're going to come back and I'm going to apply more oil. So actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to take this off because I want. Wow, that's already pretty toasty. I don't want it to interfere with the seasoning. We can do that afterwards, after it's seasoned. Okay, Griddle Master Joe here with you. Of course, Murphy's Law, once you know it, one of the tanks wasn't seated properly, so as you saw, this side started to season and this side didn't, but it catches up pretty quickly. So what we're looking for is we're looking for it to stop smoking, pretty much like it's done. Now obviously you're going to see the black more here, and it stays light on the outside, but as we progress forward, it's going to all get black. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our rag that we were using, our initial rag with the oil on it, and we are going to squirt not nearly as much oil this time, because one, our rag is already coated, and two, it's already started to season, so all we're doing is trying to wet it. Be very careful, please, as you're doing this. It is very, very hot. You see this oil coming up. I'm sorry, you see the smoke coming up. So coat this thing very well. Remember, super thin. Super thin. If you do thick, you think you're gonna go faster? You think you're gonna go faster, but the reality is it's gonna do a gooky, like cakey kind of oil sludge. It's not going to be the season that you're wanting that will stay there permanently. So we're on low, everybody's on low, and excuse me, let me step back just a little bit. Make sure you're in a good, well ventilated area, and when the smoke stops, we're going to do it again, and we're going to do it again. You know, if you would just give yourself an hour and a half of, you know, you probably get a good 3 to 5 doses of oil on the griddle top. That would be great. And it's not going to be totally 100% black everywhere, as you're going to find out. The edges tend to take longer, but as you start to cook and use your grill, it will all turn black, as Griddle Master, as you see in my other videos. Mine is totally black, and now this new version, what we've done is on the commercial version of the Bakers and Chefs, we have 3 rows of the angle iron going across, and then we're adding a double thick front and back. Where the corner is, this sets in line with it, so it gives it a double thickness. So this is 11 gauge, which is about 1/8 of an inch thick, and then we're putting 2 of them. So that's a really good size, which is helping to prevent, those of you that have the older models know that at the beginning it really lifted high, and see, this is barely rocking at all. And this is the brand new unused top. So we would actually lift off the ground a good inch to inch and a half, possibly on one side. And I see just a little bit of lifting, and that's where the double reinforcements come in. And that's going on all versions of the Griddle top, but with the commercial, we're also doing 3 underlining supports to help keep it as flat as possible here as well. So, as you see, the smoke is almost gone, and it's only been about 5-7 minutes. We're gonna give it a few more minutes, let that smoke go away, and we're gonna dose it up with another round of oil. Hey, Griddle Master Joe is back with you. We are ready to hit it again. So now, the third time, even less oil. I'm using the same rag. Please, super duper, be careful. This top is so hot right now. If I had to guess, I would say this is over 400 degrees. Probably could be even more. I'd love to put that temperature gauge on to let you know, but I want this is my griddle top, my new griddle top. I want it seasoned properly. It looks like the middle's good. I'm gonna let that harden up, and then I'll go ahead and drop the thermometer or the temperature gauge down. Hey, Griddle Master Joe here with you. I am on I'm not on high and I'm not on low, and I'm just halfway off of medium, like I'm on low basically, medium low, and we are over 500 degrees already. So just to let you know what kind of temperatures this will get to on low for you. So sometimes, if you're doing pancakes or something, you may have to put one on, one off, one on, one off, one on, one off, so that way you're not cooking too fast. Your pancakes, you obviously need time to, unless you're just doing plain pancakes, then you can fly right through them. All right, we're gonna do number 4 of the oil. Remember, less oil. I'm still using the same paper towels. I guess the wife buys pretty good paper towels. Let me tell you, this is hot. This is really, really hot. I am really excited about, I don't want the paper towels to catch fire, about the new tops. This has held up beautifully. Look, it's not even rocking. Nothing. That's really hot. So, as you see, it's well seasoned all the way around except for right here. Now, and the reason being is, remember, your flame, where the fire comes out, it goes out, and then the flame's over here. So this is like the last one to get real hot. What I recommend or suggest, however, if you would like, you let it cool off, turn everything off, let it cool off, and you could rotate your griddle top. So that way this becomes the back. Just spin it and put it back in place. But it will season. Trust me, it will season. I mean, look over here, it's already starting to. By the time I get done, because I'm gonna do 5. It's for Griddle Master Joe, I want it done right. I'm gonna go 5 with the oil, 5 rounds. So it probably will get done over here. And in fact, if I want, I could just crank this up a little bit right there in that corner. That'll probably help these two right here. So all the rest look really good. So I'm gonna go to super low on all of them and just let it bake in. You just want it to bake on. So we're gonna do 5. So let's let the smoke stop on this, and we'll do one more round of the oil. All right, Griddle Master Joe here. We're going for the 5th round now. All of our burners are on low except for these 2, because we're trying to get this back corner to be a little toasty. I guess I could have left the middle on, but on a little higher. But I got a new couple of paper towels, 3 of them, 3 sheets of the little half sheets. You never want to use your hands now when the temperature is this hot. So we're going to go ahead and squirt a little bit of oil. And let's move fast, because there's some paper towel little flakes that are on here that I want to try to get off. Some people use cotton rag. That works great as well. Alright, that's it. We're going to let it smoke itself out, and we're going to let it cool down. That's it. This is the Griddle Master Griddle Top. Take any barbecue. Now you can do fajitas. You can do omelets. You can do bacon. You can do crepes. You can do chicken wings. You can do steak. You can do hamburgers. Anything your mind can think of, you can do on a Griddle Master Griddle Top. Fish. Why have the house stink for days because you want to fry fish or bake fish in the oven? You can do it here. You can use the sides and help make an oven. Watch some of my videos. All I'm trying to do is encourage you, motivate you to be creative. Let that artist come out in you. The artist, the ability to cook food and enjoy doing it. That's what this is all about. That's what this is. This is We don't have to hear the wife telling us, don't do that, don't do this. This is our domain. Unless she's out here with you. Hopefully she's not in there watching me right now. Anyway, you know, my kids come out, they cook on it. My wife comes out, she cooks on it. I cook on it. We do meatloaf on the griddle top. Why put it in the oven and let it bake? And we all like the real brown, crunchy side. So we slice it. We slice it and put them out here on individuals so that they can all get crunchy. We all get a crunch, not just a little piece of the top. The whole thing gets crunchy on the Griddle Master griddle top. So anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to buy a can of Rust-Oleum found at Home Depot or Lowe's. Neither one of them are paying me to say that. Rust-Oleum, high heat, 2,000 degrees. Spray the bottom side, the edges, all around the outside edges only, the outside only. After you have washed it down, make sure you wash it down real well. Let it dry, use some Rust-Oleum, then season the top. Once you're done cooking, you're gonna spray with water, you're gonna clean it up. You know, just squirt some water on there, use your spatula, scrape it into a bowl, and now either use Pam, use olive oil, coat it real thin, and then you can close it up. But you want to season it, every time you're done using it. You want to coat it with that oil just to help protect it from the weather. And my griddle top is here. In fact, I'll pull it out. Griddle Master's griddle top. This is over a year old. No rust. There is no rust on that. There's oil, but there is no rust. And I'm outside. I'm in South Florida. It's humid. It's humid right now, and we're only in May. And I'm sweating doing this. So this proves to you that as long as you maintain your griddle top, it will last forever for you. You already see my grill. It's over a year old. It looks brand new inside. It's going to last indefinitely. Take care of your stuff. Enjoy cooking. And go online and order a Griddle Master griddle top.